Hello, it's Christina again. Hi. So I was just thinking about what's going on in the world today and with our leaders and them fumbling all over their tongue, so to say. But it leads me to think, God forewarned us about people like this. Isaiah 33, 19 tells us of people who we see as fierce, with a deep, disturbing speech that we don't always comprehend, and they stumble and fall all over their tongues. And God forewarns us and tells us to be wary of these people, to watch out for these people, to understand that there are things that they're going to say that we don't understand. You look at all these young people today and their ideas about this, I guess, woke thing. I don't even understand most of what this woke stuff is all about. But these are languages and words that we just don't understand, and we're not understanding why people are even teaching this. I mean, look at what they're trying to do to the younger generation, starting them out at a young age, getting them comfortable with this type of language, to getting them brainwashed in this type of language so that it's more understood later on as they grow up to be a language that is for one and only one, or multiples. I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but to go on a feeling in a moment is not really how to live your life, because a lot of people do things without thinking in a moment. You look at the individual in New York who decides to shoot people. Well, that's a moment. He's thinking maybe the world's against him. Maybe they're out to get him. Something's going on, and we're having more and more violence in this world because everyone's thinking and panicking and wanting to get ahead or wanting to take away whatever their thought is in that moment. They're out to destroy and to only have people like them left behind to rule over this world. And our government is allowing this to happen. They're saying that if we don't bow down to whatever this wokeness is, then, we should be locked away. So again, we are told through God's own words to be wary, to watch out for, to be awake, not to allow this to come as a thief in the night and, take away what is ours as far as our life, our wealth, our home, our children. Be awake, be prepared, and parents should always be in charge of their children and what their children are going to learn and what their children are going to do, and be held responsible for their children. I think it's every right of a parent to stand up for their child and protect their child. I did not have a mother who stood up for me and protected me as a young girl. I had to do that myself. I had to learn how to do that at a very young age and protect myself from what was going to happen to me in my future. And I am very fortunate to have God protecting me and watching over me and making sure that when it did happen, I was prepared and I listened to his words and I fought back. And I did not care what my mother was saying about it being okay or whatever her messages were to me. I just did what I felt was right with protecting me, and parents should be more protective of their children and not allowing the government or anybody, doctors or anyone, to tell them what is best for their child. Parents should know. Granted, I didn't have one that thought that I should be protected, but she did feel my brother and sister should be protected. So, I was the one in charge of watching over them. And so luckily I had someone, God, watching over me and protecting me. So remember, when we hear these things from our government, listen, take heart, keep an open mind, and really pay attention to what is going on, and mainly what is not being said, because it's what's not being said is what's got most of us concerned, and we really, really don't know what's going on. And God says, be awake, be prepared, don't let it come and take you like a thief in the night. So let's all wake up to the Word of God and obey the sin, and really, really search our souls for what is to come. God bless you all. Thank you.